Hey, it's Justine. Welcome back. I was thinking and I realized that when I first started this YouTube channel, I kind of told you guys that I was into Lolita Fashion and that I like cosplay. And that was really it. I didn't really tell anything else, and I figured now, since we've been going along for a little while, it would be a good time to maybe delve in a little deeper into who Justine is, although those two things really do sum me up pretty well. So this video is 10 facts about Justine. And hopefully it's a little bit interesting for you. It's all pretty nerdy, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get started. So the first, and I think most important fact about me, is that I love Disney. Love, love, love everything Disney. I've been to both Disneyland and Disney World combined about 5 times, and maybe that's not a lot for, you know, people who live in those states, but for up here that's a pretty decent amount, especially since I was not a big fan of planes for a long time, which we'll talk about in a moment. People are generally surprised that I haven't done more Disney cosplays. I've done a few so far, but I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the way Disney princess dresses translate into real life. Not to say that some people don't do it beautifully and look gorgeous in their dresses. I'm just not a fan of the way it ends up. Usually I think they're much better animated. So I haven't done any sort of Disney princess, even though I love them. And I don't know, it's hard to pick sometimes. I'm worried that if I pick a Disney character and I don't do it well enough, I won't like it, and I don't really want that. But I'm happy with what I've done so far, and I'm definitely planning on doing more. They're on my list, I promise. And I've got a crazy amount of Disney collectibles kind of scattered all over the place. I can't stop. It's a problem. If that's something you guys are interested in, maybe would like to see some of them sometime, please maybe let me know in the comments. I've got quite a few. There's some pretty neat stuff in there, I promise. Number 2 is that I have never been outside of continental North America. So no Mexico, no Hawaii, no Alaska. I just pretty much go down for Disney and conventions, but it's also because for a very long time that I was quite afraid of planes, as I said. And it took a lot of convincing to get me on planes. Like, we'd have to show up a good hour earlier than you are actually supposed to show up, and it would take a lot of work to get me on the plane. And once I even ratted out my uncle because he was using his phone at that time when they tell you to turn it off when we're about to fly, and you know, they have that rule for a reason, and he wouldn't stop, and I didn't want to die because he refused to turn off his phone. So I told the stewardess. He wasn't very happy with me. But that fear has gotten a little more manageable. I definitely need to have something in my ears all the time, and I don't like to think about what's going on, but I can get on planes, so hopefully I will get to travel more. I would like to visit places outside of North America, like, soon, but we'll see what happens. I mostly go to conventions and stuff, so it kind of limits me. 3 is that I actually went to film school. Did about 2 years of it. I was planning to be a film editor and still am. I do regular work right now because I just can't afford to do free stuff first before you get all your paid work. So I mostly edit my own videos and I do editing for friends and stuff. But it was a very fun experience. I liked it a lot, other than that it was a program that kind of made you do everything. So you had to direct, you had to produce, you had to, you know, do cinematography. And I really wasn't too big on any of those things. I actually really enjoyed script writing. That was one of my big things that I found out. But I was there to edit, and I just didn't want to direct big projects, and I had to. So it was interesting. Sometimes I think about going back to school to do maybe a costuming program. I think it would really help my skills, but then I'm not sure if I'd like it as much if I was doing it as a job. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little done with school. It's been too long. I have done so much school. No more. Number 4 is that I love to play video games. I do it a lot. I do a lot of PC gaming these days. I just like the options there, but I'm a big fan of the Fable series on Xbox, Eternal Sonata on the PlayStation 3. I would like to get a PlayStation 4 sometime. Pretty expensive, but we'll see. Some of my big games are The Sims, any Harvest Moon. I actually have a pretty big collection of those. The Fable series, like I said. I'm a big fan of Banished on Steam, which is a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone plays that. and I actually just got Overwatch. I'm very excited. I'd always loved Mercy before playing, and now that I play, I am very bad at Mercy, which figures. But Lucio is actually who I really enjoy playing and do a lot of now. So if anyone plays Overwatch, let me know. It's a good, fun game. I did do a Harvest Moon cosplay way back in the day. I think it was actually only my second cosplay, and I did it because I just made Lady Loki and I wanted a cosplay I didn't have to sew very much for, and it worked out. I really enjoyed it, and I actually am working on another Harvest Moon cosplay right now as we speak, which I should probably get a crafting video up soon, maybe. But I definitely love Harvest Moon. I can't stop playing it, and Sims, huge addiction since it first came out. I even had The Sims Online, which was only out for a very short period of time and did not do very well, but I had it. It was interesting. Number 5 is that I have a cat and a dog. My cat's name is Jack. My dog's name is Abby. Abby is a black lab. Jack is a big mix of things. I'm actually not really sure what he is, but I love them a lot. Abby is very needy, needs lots of attention, and is just a big cutie pie. Jack kind of does his own thing, but comes and visits me every once in a while. He does not like to be picked up, so I'll probably never be able to show him, even though I know YouTube loves cats. But I love them very much, and I want 5,000. I just want 5,000 animals. Number 6 is that my favorite shows are Once Upon a Time and Supernatural. Supernatural I haven't been watching as much as I used to. It was way better before, but I'm still pretty dedicated. I generally wait for the season to be over so I can binge. It's just kind of ridiculous now, and I love it. It's so many silly things happen. I think the acting's good. You know, I get why they keep doing it. These guys and the crew have been working on this show for what, 12 years now? Why would you want to change? Why would you want to do anything else, you know? But I definitely admit that it could have stopped already. It could. Once Upon a Time I really love, although I'm a little distressed about the news that Jennifer Morrison is leaving and they're kind of rebooting the whole thing. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I'm going to give it a chance, see how it goes. I wasn't a huge fan of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, so I don't know how this one will work, but I'm willing to try it because I really love the show. I love the characters. I think it's a very character-driven more than anything else. I may not always like the storyline, but I love the characters. My biggest pet peeve, though, was during Frozen. The Frozen costumes look like Halloween store costumes. I felt they could have done a lot better, especially with how they did for everybody else. But that's just me. I know a lot of other people like it, like the way the costumes look. That's cool. I just wasn't a big fan. Some other shows that I really like, although I wouldn't call my favorite, are Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've been watching The Office a lot. I really enjoy that. That's pretty much it that I can think of right now. I don't watch a lot of TV, but those are my big ones. Number 7 is actually that I have 3 tattoos. They are in various hidden locations. They are all very nerdy. Not gonna show them right now. Hopefully they'll appear in a video one day to be like, ah, look, there's her tattoos. I definitely plan on getting more. Eventually they're a bit of an addiction, but I, you know, got more important things right now, and it takes me a long time to decide what I want. I have to really love it. Really love it. Number 8 is that I had scarlet fever as a kid, which is kind of a weird one. It's like this old-timey sickness that nobody even gets anymore, but I got it. It sucked. It came from strep throat, so I went from sore throat to strep throat to scarlet fever. It's like the worst time of my life, and because I was young, I remember the antibiotics like being huge. I'm sure they were smaller, but I was just so sure I was taking these giant pills and they sucked. Number 9 is that I actually have like huge arachnophobia. I am terrified of spiders. I can't go near them. I can't even wash them down the drain when they're in my tub. Like, somebody else has to do it. I can't stand them. I could never live in Australia. Don't even think I'm ever gonna visit. So while I hate the cold, I am very happy that the cold here keeps like that away. And last, number 10, is that I love to read, both comic books and regular books. I've always got something on the go. Right now I'm reading the last book in the Vampire Academy series. It's kind of a weird, more teeny bopper novel, but I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. I usually don't do first person, but it's good. The movie itself, not so good, but I love the guy who played Dimitri. I also am reading DC Bombshells trade, which is good. I had the singles, but I fell behind when I went on a trip, so I had to get the trade to get them all. Love DC Bombshells. Going to be doing a cosplay from that soon. Not going to tell you who though. And I got a whole bunch of other comic books that I need to read. Buy new books all the time. I just love it. It's pretty much what I do when I'm on like transit to work or when I'm waiting for a doctor or something like that. I always have a book in my hand. I love it. Alrighty, that was 10 facts about Justine. I tried to pick kind of stuff from different aspects of my life to give you a good general idea. They're all pretty lame, just like me, but hopefully you got some enjoyment. Maybe you feel the same way about some of these things too. Hopefully the spiders. I think everyone should be afraid of spiders. They're out to kill us. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you would like me to do another one of these videos in the future. I have lots of facts about myself, I promise. But don't forget to subscribe and give me a like and check out some of my social media if you want to connect to me. Alright everybody, bye!